I would like to respond to some of the clarifications that have been sought by members in the following manner. First, we agree with the member who has said that as a country, we must balance the need for us to move with the rest of the world where it is going in terms of technology and all innovations in the technology space, but balance that with our national interest and our national security. And that discussion, that debate is a national debate for all of us, all arms of government, including Parliament, so that we strike the right balance, so that we don't roll back from where we need to go into the future, but on the other hand, we don't endanger our national security. So I concur with those sentiments. Number two, Honorable Speaker, on the question whether the Business Registration Services Department or the Registrar of Business Names had registered this company, the answer is in the negative. However, I would like to bring to the attention of the House, Honorable Speaker, that this entity appeared to have carried its operations through a Kenyan agency. In other words, the company itself, although the company had been registered as a controller of data, the actual operations of processing data and harvesting data seems to have been coordinated through an agency, a properly registered business owned and managed by Kenyans. And I think that clarification would be important. Nevertheless, the fact that officials of WorldCoin visited Kenya, and so far we have established that they carried out certain activities around supervising what was going on, definitely implies liability on their part, whether or not the entity was involved directly or not. Number three, Honorable Speaker, it has been asked by one of the distinguished members of this House whether the intelligence knew, and I think two members, the member for Tharaka and the member for Emuhaya, they raised the question of intelligence. I would like to say again, just like the issue of balancing innovation and security, ordinarily security agencies do not interfere with businesses and operations and everyday activities unless there is reason to. When this company began its operations that attracted crowds, I think it was on a Saturday, reports were made, and the following day on Sunday, very early when we were doing our morning briefs from across the country, it was brought to the attention of the Cabinet Secretary for Interior that on the previous Saturday, there were these activities in 2 or 3 locations in Kenya. And we directed immediately that the activities associated with these people and this entity be put on the radar. They continued on Sunday, and a report again was made in the early morning briefs of Monday. And by then, it was in our determination by that time, we had formed the opinion that the activities of this company could not continue. And that's why when they did the third activity at KICC, we did not even allow them to go. And again, in answer to the concern raised by the member for Tharaka, it was not necessary to stop people from assembling, but it was necessary for us to stop people from committing crime. And we stopped and asked and dispersed that congregation on that day. And the rest is history. The following day, again, based on the daily reports, we were very clear that these people could not be allowed to continue with what they are doing. In other words, Honorable Speaker, from where I sit as the Interior Minister of the country, I'm satisfied that we were cautious enough without disrupting business and people's activities, and we acted timely and timeously in our view. Lastly, so that the other issues can be responded to by my colleague, the CS for ICT, on the issue as to whether perhaps there's anything else we could have done. I think there was a general feeling that perhaps the government could have acted faster. I would like to say that generally we've made very good progress, and we were able to freeze at the point where the red flag was raised. We have frozen the movement of any person, whether Kenyan or foreign, associated with that activity. And we are on our radar, all the people associated with this enterprise, with this entity, even those who are abroad, and we are using our legal instruments on mutual legal assistance to ensure that those people, as is likely to be the case, will be held accountable. We believe, without preempting the investigations where we are, Mr. Speaker, I would like to inform the House and the country that we believe that crimes have been committed. Crimes against the Data Protection Act, crimes against privacy of the people of Kenya, crimes within the Penal Code, and we will hold those who have committed those crimes accountable, whether they're Kenyans or not. So we have frozen and we have on our radar all the people of interest. Some of them, especially the local ones, have recorded statements. We'll also be requesting the surrender of those who are outside our territory so that they can also record statements. And finally, that we believe that what happened on the e-Citizens platform was an attempt to hack, was not really hacking, but there was a serious attempt to hack into the system. We have taken serious upscaling of the system under the NC4 arrangement, which brings together the Interior Ministry as the coordinating agency, Department of Defense, ICT, and NIS. And I want to assure the people of Kenya, we should not fear technology, but we should be very alert so that technology does not bring our national interest into disarray. So, Honorable Speaker, I think there is no cause of alarm on both issues, the WorldCoin issue, the issue of the attempted hacking into our e-Citizen platform. We are alert and we remain amenable to the input of Parliament so that we can improve our systems and serve our country better. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Eliud Owalo, you have something to add?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, just a few more pertinent issues to